Seven Kasabeya for Atrase. Alfred Thompson, a member of the NPP National Communications Team. Mr. Meka is a former board member of TOR. So no a former board member of Tema Oil Refinery. Honorable Samson, a member of Parliament, Mobodi. Now Deputy Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Honorable Cordia.
I'm not a million.
It's a common much of Parliament to so I come home. Yeah.
The dawns of Parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Honorable Samson.
Hey. Did you now sit near naturally NDC and I said, Wakasana, Umodi Monti, I maintain sir.
Yeah, no modembo.
Man can say,
yeah,
naturally NDC.
Okay.
Because, say, I started you also. Now, I'm before Jada at a point of Moje. A contomra no one Jada, a creative a contomra constance, no one Jada. Then this is transfers 12 years. And Sana, or more edgy. And I don't want to say, NDC dominated the intra. But I do my own one for the okay. And Sabe, I do my I am on for 2 minutes, I amount. Yeah. And some for them who say, 2 minutes, I am aware, Bisuno. What the year dread, what the whom now omunis you don't go to them, you don't share their problems with them. They will punish you. I mean, they will set you aside. Okay. And Yakubona done so far not there. If you are Colonzadana, I'm saying, oh yeah, you know, I pay you. Yeah. We need for Hana Abame, Haruna, Muntaka, and Rashid Pepper. Yeah.
Okay, what else have said? I'm going to Nepal or Winnie Sitos coming in and check more. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Na Bokwodie.
Good morning.
Bokwodie.
Hello.
Hey, Pacho, do TV, my wife.
Good morning.
Bokwodie.
Nami Adom.
Onsaka 1,000 cities. Pacho,
Nami Adom.
And you want TV this way. You ain't got so phone so.
Me Pacho me check it.
But check it, me jina so check. Mom says here.
Okay, Martin, me check it.
Me jina so. Check mommy. Okay, T. Ebe say confirm say nsaka 1,000 cities na unko ka say. Asan bia na asan obia wa hanom. Afro hwem kwa. Utwa kra wonya. Tiabe hwem kwa. Ya de atwa be yemi number. Utwa be number na film.
Mpacho aba.
Aba okay, nice one.
Mpacho.
Nice. 1,000 cities.
Mpacho 1,000 cities.
1,000 cities. Na utwa say na de wini ye.
Mpacho man man.
Utwa gumusa. If you are not pay problem, then solve your amount.
I
don't pay problem, then 1,000 cities no solve the amount.
Oh, 1,000 cities in the university school fees. No, they see me school fees so.
Oh, nice. But I say about Trinkwa. Cause what the chat, I'm telling me we need last one, right? Mate, what I say. You. Alright.
Bro.
Yes, I'm so we are former board member of TOR. And are you still a board member of TOR?
Petrol. Yeah, focus. There's a new government. Let's focus. Weekend in it saying.
Yamiado.
Oko ADB.
Yeah. I do my why so I come as a food and
Oko work of the great and famous Nibi.
Hey.
Ni the ashi koyo say.
Yamina extra Indian.
Yes, say. We are cream de la cream, we are bread de la bread. We didn't check as my mentor, Dr. Lajiba Obia. In check as this time during the Ramadan, in saying Yakupon Betty, you Fred there, or here be out, say, Yamano, Yakupon baby, a quank say, Ayabano. Inti Yankosuna Yambo Payamano. Now, you one day become one of the greatest leaders Ghana would have. I believe in him and I know it will work. Inshallah. Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, Honorable, there's a Minimum trust you'll be at the same say about attention.
Yeah.
Say more than 24-hour economy at Ghana for.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't know.
Let me read it. Say be ya.
No.
Me ni pakra no nsibone. Ti me person reading the text.
Okay.
I will say good morning. Great Honorable Samsonahi on my behalf. Please ask Honorable, why is the NDC deceiving Ghanaian youth? We voted for them because of their promise to bring a 24-hour economy, which was going to alleviate us from this unemployment situation we have in our country. Our thinking and assumption was that the first budget of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was going to deal with this situation. Nonetheless, he read his first budget and nothing was mentioned about 24-hour economy. Can we take John Dramani Mahama serious? Please, the minister and his team should do something about it. We are waiting for this. Okay, so but Frederick Anson from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
My friend in Tia say, you know, President Mahama first budget, you can be on 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Okay. Or bosso, or come in at say a major government policy.
Okay.
Now, obey she share about parliament. Ama parliament, Aji, Sanchez, not true.
Okay.
A quite a fast a 24-hour economy. And yes, I was sorry, ya, now what started say, my introduce 24-hour economy. Okay. Modalities been out the bay. What is it?
Okay.
When I say there are some incentives, private sector, roll onto 24-hour economy, no? Also munya. What is it? Even at a point where I say we are energy costs in the day, different from energy costs in the night. Yeah. Into company banner overall so very demand. Into a whole policy, big policy. Look, last Thursday me call Elmina Eba Anomabo Eco Inspector Garif Processing Factory. Under 1D1F. Okay. And I bind that down a year. What is it? Who call no man no enthusiasm over not the way of person of one. When the problem aba. You see, then you see who we are. Young men quite fast raw materials. Now they are feeding a factory now holding to know. What to me a Juma and now. But 2 weeks. Now, Onya Juma. And I will call, yes, who call Ransa? Cassava processing factory. I want the last week, yes. What I say? Sure, last you call Microm a contromra. Yakosi rice factory. What do you mean?
Yeah, me too.
Yakosi rice factory. I war at Bocasso. Yeah. I work Contromra district.
Okay.
What I say? Okay, you see facility no. Come on. But Enyajuma, I didn't say because yeah, we are depending on local rice farmers now. On what do you want or the 80% for domestic consumption. And to be real, there was a factory no, the sakana of feed factory no nanka process a mono. Anyhow, what I say? Okay. And you know, Okwa also you see 56 factories, but other functioning. They are not functioning because you need raw materials.
Is it 24-hour economy?
24-hour economy, no. Okay. We don't want to rush. Now you can say, no, and Juma. After budget, we are preparing the policy to come to Parliament to introduce it. They are indicating modalities are. They are the 24-hour economy, no. And say, government institution being body almost started.
Modalities ne mind.
No, say government institution no there, and no yet or here incentive apart from say BO, no overquan allowance, no. What is it? When I'm talking about private sector.
Okay, so now, for example,
passport office.
Yeah.
They can say passport office. Or more than 24-hour economy. Already, you know, they are employed.
Yeah.
They are government. They are on government payroll. Oh, my Juma. The only thing I say, over 5 pounds behind, then I can. No, I'm ultimately running.
So wage be about cost.
Wage be about cost.
Production cost be cost.
Very good, but because
there should be a policy document.
But that's after you say we are working on a policy to introduce to Parliament.
Okay.
And I'm trying to say, some of the government institutions, because private sector, about running 24-hour economy, is different from say government institution.
Okay.
What I say?
For example, the government they no master. Meaning say we so master Ghana Publishing.
Ghana Publishing.
It's your money, no. Policy be no more the start your money, no.
And I'm just say, say, my company say private sector no more. Or modernity is different from government.
Okay.
Government I want to see, and the only thing we need to do is say, you better more hands. What I say? You better more hands because publishing company could have been 200. No more you must see here. That's also introduce 24-hour economy now. That 200, no, they can't do it.
Yeah, we
you will need additional 400.
Okay, a 200 account.
Another 400.
Okay.
Because 200.
Okay.
And we must see here. And 24-hour.
But 24-hour a full hall like the 133 na yenim no. And also a phases no master starting.
Many details now, but what I know is say, CEO number out say they are going to start it. And I'm just saying they can do it because this is a government institution now. And you say we in a private capital, ever be share into 24-hour economy.
Okay.
And you agree with me? Say that's a different thing.
Sure.
And the background, I will say, what is going to entice the person?
The private sector. No?
Yes.
So another
because 24-hour economy, Nigeria no, a private sector.
Okay. So another issue then will be say, I buy in the budget I buy factor in a year Ghana Publishing rolling out a 24-hour economy into the budget for 2025.
Now, Ghana Publishing so for budget.
But they have
a government institution.
Yeah.
And now IGF.
Yeah.
Juma generate.
Okay.
Esika internally.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah.
So what will happen is say you will 200. And Juma no. That na 200 no. Internal generated amount. Ebia 1 million.
Okay.
So 1 million na yedi to kabi. Anameboa.
Yeah.
Ana once ebi na mudi tua.
Yeah.
Anameboa. Ebia 400 da. Huh?
Yeah.
And 2 million.
Sure.
So can they pay that? And that's what I was saying, sir. I don't know different from.
Straight, sir.
I don't know what to mean straight.
Yeah, because the workload the beba area no. The first one started 24 doesn't mean say you get equivalent in the evening from the start.
That's what it depends on how a human volumes no ebe.
Okay.
What I say? But what I mean is say 200 now for 400 definitely. Ubenya revenue burden ebe cost.
Do you think
so now overhead so burden ebe cost, but you look at the middle ground, sir. Obama running the company, no, are sustainable.
We should look forward to say Ghana Publishing. Announce for vacancies.
The point I'm making is say,
yeah.
Nipa no can say budget no kwai boy yan kan ho am.
You also budget na capture.
Yeah. Me say no correct.
Okay.
Yeah, can be. And the point I'm making is say 24-hour economy no, and your ordinary policy. Also, you say I'm running it. And you know, minister no, I can't budget no. So what to tell or can say they are working to bring the policy to parliament. And I'm what?
Okay.
Huh? I understand okay.
Yeah.
That is it. Free senior high school by you. Say na I need to bia policy bia na so na I say guarantee school fees. Go trust into no. Say na there was not even dedicated funder. You free senior high school. Only problem is by. Okay,
so Minister, okay, Minister, on a seat of March,
what I say?
On a seat of March 2025, graphic published away from your minister,
okay,
Honorable Elizabeth Ejare.
Okay,
government to release funds for industries under 24-hour economy. The government is set to unlock funding to support industries as Ghana prepares to implement its 24-hour economy. Minister for Trade and Agribusiness, Elizabeth Ejare, has announced. Speaking after the Independence Day celebration on March 6, 2025, she said, the private sector is ready to embrace the 24-hour economy, with some industries already preparing to operate in 3 shifts to maximize production and create jobs.
Yes.
Sir, unlocking funds, no?
And see, that's why we are working on the policy statement.
Okay.
Policy ni muno. And the indicate say, so who follow under business way category we are benefiter. Our home etc.
Okay.
What you say?
That's for the private sector.
With private sector collaborating with Exim Bank. What I say? And the amount by export, amount by import. Exim Bank is there to support them financially for the private sector.
Okay.
And working on the policy, Minister, so a part of they are looking at the whole policy. And you can say a private sector, because it's true. Companies they want to be part of the 24-hour economy.
Number of companies only number of companies are actually seeking to be part of 24-hour economy.
Minimum number of companies. Say some companies have come.
Okay.
I've shown interest.
Okay.
What I say? And what shown interest about? When you say company grow back on the ground, so I'm making some requests.
Yeah.
Say I want ABCD. Now say ABCD, I will join. Then policy in the best say, this is how we want to do it. And who company who finance or say emiti wo yina. Then you are on road.
Okay, it is so.
So any idea about my transaction say I say 24-hour economy. And you so president mama now how will you even do it? Oh, tell me how will you do it? Say so in now say you say I started 24-hour economy. Now mama better not be some say now we are sana seven na mo to. Oh na come be some say asem. And no I was say nya botre. Na ye ni ye. Am I start here? Yeah. Look,
it 24-hour economy. Minister, best started that.
What's it?
Best started that.
Oh, I mean, say, let's see, I know. Abananka on the first budget, could I say anyway?
Yeah.
And this year, buying a demon, I'm a ground. Only budget. Budget and also net the policies near them. Ever.
Okay.
And he said, like, I know, said by Friday, and I better approve budget appropriation. What I say?
Yeah.
And the minister be on their own, almost started on programs.
Okay.
It is only when budget no ever approve budget no na obia who say revenue way na I mean amount of this money and I'm expecting into na policies na she na our budget mo no over start implementation
it per mu am timelines no it per mu am timelines no e brebe na face 24-hour economy bitimi start
one time my policy no e policy preparation na e policy preparation na e be introduce e be cabinet budget say yawo opposition no
okay
na e ka e yina say e be ye no e na ba ba mu no I was so dem mara na eden okay untimi nsore e mara na ma ka so be 24-hour economy. He didn't even have cabinet to look at it
yeah
and then 3 weeks ago I saw in cabinet. It is some major policy no you should go to cabinet.
It is so policy na I draft policy no
what's it
I never draft policy.
Yes, started that go so yes
it time mo opposition na mo ka so mo 24-hour economy ebetimi a create enyuma no na mo kind of based on the
yeah kind of based on the fact say ye nim say problem ya pese e create adwuma ya pese ya bua companies na omo etre because uko Ghana babia companies bebre are running below capacity.
Okay.
You say company be running 30% of their capacity.
Okay.
Giving them, there's a company at Wager. Dappers and a pad. No.
Yeah.
They have capacity to make more produce near Ghana higher in a year.
Okay.
But they are operating below capacity. And many some problems now.
Okay.
And they say best solve some problem. So what I'm saying is
okay.
And now I have a bemuno. I was saying, Mrs. Senna policy, even when it was stated clearly in our manifesto, this is the time I was saying a transport from the manifesto into government system. I was saying, cabinet approve, I said about parliament. Now parliament is debating. Now you say no.
A possible
24-hour economy now abano. Say what's all into processing of mangoa.
Okay.
Mangoa. Support our Emma.
Okay. It is possible say. By this year,
oh no,
24 hours before.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, now what I'm saying.
Before. I know.
Before this year ends.
Oh, say I can question say by the end of the year. I mean,
you say before
the end of the year. Yes.
Government rolling.
I'm sure. Say we'll do.
I'm sure. Huh? Per timelines, you know. Do you think say before end of this year? Government will roll out 24-hour economy.
I'm saying it's based on what the Minister of Finance stated in the budget.
Okay.
So I was saying government is preparing
a policy
to a table policy for the 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Into Parliament.
On their timeline now.
I'm not sure. Say 2025 budget and already know.
Yeah.
And it's all 2025 budget now. By 2026, and come I can 2025 budget. So common sense should tell us say as part of implementing 2025 budget, no. One of the policies, Abamba consider now introduce now implement any 24-hour economy
budget send in 2025. Budget send it out for 2025.
What's it?
Budget send it out for 24-hour economy for 2025.
That's why internet be more mistake say because one make it amount say and all the way into onion. What I say, and I'm telling you, say what did she share? I bet you.
Women's World Bank.
What was it?
Or your provision for women's development.
Now, what would you say? What your budget?
Provision for your friends gold board.
Sir, provision in here. Well, I better say, into me from bank. Oh, you said it.
That is true.
We say 2025.
Yeah.
We will implement 24-hour economy.
2025.
Yes, we did 2025. What do you mean by it's not true? Are you part of our government?
A whole deputy minister. A whole deputy minister.
They are implementing 24-hour economy. Do you know
that?
Do you know they are implementing it now?
They
are implementing 24-hour sacking. They are implementing 24-hour job rotation. One man crofwe juma within 24 hours. Now what's the to your friends say from one place to another. Go to GIP, it happened. Go to ECG, it happened. Go to Ghana Airport, it happened. Military High Command Nimpo, almost to meet now for 24 hours. What the man now where you now a customs division say Uncle Share Customs. So what sort of government are we running? Government want to me take a decision. The government cannot be bold. Government don't do me here, Juma. And you sit there and tell me that your friends say, them paper, budget, say, more 24 hours. You couldn't even put, listen, if you are serious about this, you started talking about 24 hours more than 2-3 years ago. You could have put a policy paper together. Mubaya and implement it. But because they don't know what they are about, kasa, please, when you are talking about
Mr.
sacking people within 24 hours. Sacking people left, right, center, forward, and block.
What is
now coming to corporate governance. Corporate governance, some boy know what your friends saying, and Ghana Publishing cannot decide on his own, say, or implement it morning and evening without the board approval. It is totally against government corporate governance. So many of their acting MDs are doing what they like in their organizations without board approval. What your general manager, now your sister, you know, I got to baby just like that without board approval. There's a reason why a corporate government say after some level, the board has to approve whether you become a general manager or they can transfer you. You can't do it on your own. They sit down and they do whatever they like. They are spoiling this nation. They are breaking companies. Companies you have transformed you over the years. They don't understand corporate governance. On one place, on my inaugurated board, now board approve it say, 24 hours economy. Listen, there's a salary you get during the day is different from the salary you get during the night. Who yeah, a Juma and a Juma. If you are doing a Juma, don't allow him to go like that. But are you the one supposed to show him what questions to ask? Are you the one to show him what questions to ask? Who yeah, before you became an MD, no? Why the MD? Who yeah, abai a Juma? What's somebody not MD? I'm an independent. And I prefer a quarter now.
No.
I was never. I acted as MD. I was never the MD, and every decision I take was based on the board. Is the board
before MD became to office? There was an MD. No, you're not being fair to.
And before MD became to office,
before the person
on the MD was the same person was the board. He was the MD of NIB after 2 years after MD expired. When I was at NIB, Nipakura NDC Fano as MD no was the MD for the next 2 years till he was taken off. So if he doesn't know, I'm telling him.
Why didn't you
every place there is a board in place before setting corporate decisions can be taken. Now, when you are taking 24-hour economy, would you be a Juma during the day? It's not the same like would you be a Juma during the night. During the night, it's usually time and a half.
That's why you need modernity.
It is not just a sweeping a say, we'll brag during the day, we'll brag during the night. Because once you are denying someone his sleep in the night, you know, and say woman compensation for that. And that is why the pay is never the same as the night. They do not have any document. They do not have any policy. They do not have anything. Whether government, oh please, whether government,
policy no, or who put policy no in together.
And the nature say
then the policy will be presented to Parliament.
Any document, whether government job or private sector, to implement a 24-hour economy.
It would be government side now.
Government side no, you don't have any document on it. Because you don't just get up and decide, say, and then my assistant the whole government machinery.
But so the minister can say, oh yeah, Bermudia, and yet difficult say for private sector. Who says so? Because when also IGF.
That is why I gave you an example. You can't go and touch your IGF without board approval. They don't have a board. They do not have a board. That has even been sworn in. It's illegal. If that is what you want to tell me, that you don't understand corporate governance, it will sorry can now wear their open.
Look, I am concerned. You don't understand.
Is that how we run? Oh, please. When you are talking, I was very quiet.
I am part of budget. Appropriation. Listen. No, that's what I can say. Maintain corporate governance. Why are you saying that?
Internally generated fund by ABI.
It is part of the budget.
Massa.
I am part of the appropriation.
Budgets that are
and I agree, sir.
Now your father doesn't approve for budget.
Mobile generate so much. You'll be allowed to spend maybe 40% of whatever you generate internet. Part of the appropriation.
Are you
better can say? Yeah. Are you telling me that 3 months salary, 3 months budget now? I'm approving for January football match. No, I'm not consider that now.
That's me. That's it.
Let me explain something.
That is how we don't understand.
In 3 months budget, there was nothing like your friends, the 24-hour economy, and that people are going to work in the night.
IGF.
Now, every budget any institution creates, every budget any government institution creates, even though it goes to the ministry for approval, the board will have to approve dispensation. You don't just get up and go and give money like that.
That's not true. We know what we are talking about.
What you can use, you cannot use it.
You don't know what we are talking about.
I'm telling you, if the board does not approve certain things, you cannot do it.
We don't know how IGF
Please, IGF doesn't mean that you can just put your money in the IGF fund and use it.
Master, get your total revenue.
Get your facts right.
I am part of total revenue.
The mere fact that IGF
in the year. What I say? And a budget only get said revenue we back. You be doing this. Only say,
Ghana Publishing. I want to create an IGF for Fabia. Let's say 200,000 Ghana cedis. The fact say me person near 200,000 Ghana cedis. In Chester me koya na me use this cano. The board will have to come and sit and approve certain things. Go and check your corporate governance. Go and check your corporate governance.
Internally.
Please.
1 million Ghana cedis.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Before the budget, about Parliament.
Is this how they're going to run the nation?
I'm on ceiling, sir. Sir, 1 million.
We are in serious trouble.
You will be allowed because IGF.
If this is how going to run this nation, then we are in serious trouble.
Do it.
I'm on the floor and you are taking over.
No, I'm for Mutia.
No, I'm on the floor and you are taking over. If this is how you want to run this country,
I'm not going to do that.
If this is how you are going to run this country, you are in serious trouble.
Listeners to understand.
Because you need a board to do certain approvals.
I'm saying it's not true. Because
you can't go and change a way an institution has been approved.
The total revenue in the year. No. What you say?
Everybody knows
that. And I have different agencies.
Everybody knows that.
And say, GRA, so much. Cocoa board, say, and the Minister of Finance, I'm still say, so we generate is can say, we will be allowed to spend 40% internally. And Kayano, I call consultative account. What you say? And what I'm saying is that some public institutions, they have their local internal ways of getting revenues. And it's a way you should be.
Those are all
started. You can't send me so anybody to know he cannot dispense. So if the board is not there, why are they paying them? Are they not managing the place?
Why are they paying who?
What I say, if you don't need the board because already I am part of the budget now.
Massa.
Appropriation I have passed.
Massa.
What I say? Because
get it right once and for all. If there is no board, you are an doesn't mean you should be paid. You don't have a contract.
The budget now, the Kufuor government, President was there a board in place to
you should rather ask him.
He's asking you a question.
No, he is talking about the fact that board will new in private government institutions now. Almost say 24 hours that they can't even take money and pay the people. That's what he's implying. So you should rather ask him.
So okay, let me explain.
Why are you asking me this question?
Let me explain to you.
Why are you asking me this question?
Mami answer now.
No, why are you asking me this question? I think that's the market job business answer.
Oh, Mami answer now. Well, want to say, Mami answer now. Oh, brah.
You are misdirecting the question.
You have misdirected.
People don't answer me 2 minutes.
I'm 2 minutes.
Why are you asking me that question?
2 minutes.
People don't say, they cannot use IGF to pay.
Yes, so let me answer you.
No, because of the approval.
That was
because of 3 months approval budget. And January, February, March.
Now you are running away. You don't want to answer.
Your money is all spending. And a part of it, no money spending. Who say they need board and some must spending? I'm saying no, yes, I need
no.
Because it's part of the consolidated appropriation.
Don't misquote me even on a set. Don't misquote me whilst I'm sitting here. Now, question I will be saying, I don't know. When Akufo-Addo was leaving office, there was a board. The board approved the modus operandi of how the company should be run. Now, if you are changing the modus operandi, if you are changing the modus operandi of how a company should be run, you need board approval one. Now, if there are going to be more expenditure, you need the board approval two. If even in your acting position,
that's not true. What do you say? IGF?
Do you know every? Do you know every?
Ghana, institution when they want to miss all the taxes.
Do you know every?
How can you say this?
Alfred, just file. This is very important.
Let me say now. Sikana budget na President Kufuor there was a board in place, sir.
Yes.
Or making sure say dispensation maybe was in line.
Yes.
We said the corporate governance.
Now,
friend a budget we aba. Eti abai enyan spending bibia fan free budget we ya wa presenting. Eti if abai enyan spending year, government cannot be held accountable for say was spending can be without recourse to any agency board.
Now let me show you how this whole.
You don't even need that. That is not even the issue.
One, the person who has been taken as acting, no.
You are confused. You don't know what you're talking about. Because you are not putting
please stop. Behave yourself. The person who has been taken as acting needs even board approval to be given a contract.
Simple down. I will beat about around the bush.
And it's not confirmed. Yes, it's not confirmed. He hasn't got a contract. There are certain things you cannot even do.
Okay. But I see, more
or less to change the modus operandi of the company. What are you talking about?
Mula Brasso, everybody see it. Yes, I work with so still on the seat. Honorable Samson, he member of Parliament, manager body. About 1 person, so Samson Alfred Thompson, a member of the NPP National Communications. To make us consider star 281 hash. Select option 4. Secure security. The also be 1,000. Enche. Message another 1,000. The answer with me they at home. And to consider checking me ever number now. We need within 1 to 2 minutes now, sir. Aka Usika. After which I am famous. Yeah.
I know you want 24 hours into Mulibemano. That's it.
80. You don't need to check. Why? Never really.
Mama,
we can't come. But I'm saying, a jet tall, Kumasi.
Yes.
It's one mama.
Your market. Your market. The congestion you market. Or how are your market? A jet tall one more. We find difficult to meet me at doom. And now, ye cantamanto. Adechi a Kumasi dum pizet. You better day.
I am there. It's unfortunate. Now, a brand new paper bread and sana when your capital say or the bedi jumabi. Now suddenly, Sasikani na beshi because Sanya man wako fan a good store on a share or Sikana Eden Ashen. Yes, if but say, Osha, Oko, Utuquanco. Amanonia. I'm saying your markets no. I am so congested. But be crying, you can say, Eddie Tebu Sikurano, not Tebu Eden, Esiho. And I think so, say, I do mura. edumre bi na ese yankoto jene wo amse kasoa kom ho babi kasoa dominance jene now uko absada area bia wo niema omoton and it doesn't matter say ope sebe entos ato nanka ewo ayi pokwase na so na say wo kwa you should go what you say and you know I was say local authorities no this assemblies na municipal ifo no I was say ye trans na ye market no ye hwe ni ye because Ghana ye market ni wi a brode wo ho banche wo ho mangani wo ho sa na tie ba bia de but at least looking at the nature akwanya fa so niema na me fi say yes am waye enti no say ebe ma babi na say bidiefo nkwa na ebe tena ho a na say bidiefo anko ton bidie no matter say bidie no ewo ebia sakomono Africa soa ope bidie ato a you have to go to sakomono and buy it
that's open dodo mato
na say obeko bedu na obedu ofanko no na ebi musa kwastate bidie market ni bi wo enti eba sa na nipa na wo say onko tra kasoa no sorry sakomono no onko
ope move
in fact asema AC no utie mamenum binom omo narratives omo ma say asefam look at fire service asem si kura na even kwan kura be fa so a tender no omo tender no be fam kura akodu bi dan kura no problem because sa local authority me kai some more Western housing obe kwa kodu one atro dan ho stop work me wan say yo mo a omo si dan na omo atro ho stop work to prevent say officer bi ma
let's say
who do what mo a
say who do say who say
o ma ya ma fu
me dey cancel me fa we me MPP asem mesero na wo dey so ye
we say work house
enti no wo do one atro ho stop work
yeah
to ward off any
officer
be over say over the right thing oh any that is some about enti be huna ya border no enti no men si dan ensi waterways mu enso obedu no na ya boso enti yenso yentimamfo no so no yemwa ohu
is one of baby or how kaka
na bia me ka say obi wo ho a me ye deputy minister first no
yeah
na omoze mo de police e ba me fie ho me say no mpe because when I know no say your best security as a human being any microphone na ono mo you to know no mo te ko no wo tiri tu omu here asem bi ebesi bia no on better in the next seconds abo amane if you call on them they will come rather no crowd police go tra crowd na wo draw enemies to yourself because environment na what no just look at the environment and say na we bibia what the waje one then why enti no ebe the person can sa market women for na ye papa no mo ye dwe na obi ye bone na mo nkasa on dia own tabi ha na ho kone ma wonye police ni bia ni ho betimi ayezete sa power no
to market for answer as guards
yankasa yi na ye te kono ya nye me koso a enye no yenka because look share aye friend say trauma am for akom in the last 4-5 days no in the last 4-5 days we be drum kwa be fa so a we be say aban be boa e be ye ne beti bia but enye se ne na o capital no ye den etie no na even how many months and we take it as an aristos facility no enti no mesre ye nyina Ghana na yetie adwuma ye na nim say aban ko ntimi mu adwuma Ghana ha ye say about 80% eya nkrankra adwuma
yeah
which means yeah my man mo did last week ye share for friends gutafo we made them and ultimately say Ghana economy no ekutomo
Ministry of Trade no
yeah we met with the Guta authority executives now ultimately say utem some muka and what just say without them no we don't even have the economy we don't have Ghana's economy and you be stress say aya sefam aya tete obi kwa betimo ewo sane manimo oh and me there look anichi e bi ma try say the politics and now look we gina ho
the politics no
we gina ho na eja ato oja padie mu ehye masa say am Adom a we lose life instantly. What is a bit more instantly? Because a young nation, you don't have access to. Say, Uncle, what price of man? You can't go. Fire service for the car. Yes, it's only can what is it? Minister no call. No, quiet. I'm not oil, I'm a queen and ordinary, I'm a queen. Who don't have gone there? I'm going to go. Oh, he went there because now, no, yeah, the BBS and Sassa, yeah. Oh, yeah. And he went there as in his capacity as a regional minister. And he opened up as an fair attendant, and so other than so anymore. Explain it to him.
Was that what went on?
What I said? Explain to him. But, oh, yeah, oh, background young people, now, oh, introduce you. Oh, let me read it. No, let me read it. No. Who was asking my mechanic?
Honorable. Can I come? Honorable. Mesro.
I mean, you know, I can't. Now, me
who knew about you know, and yet the right.
Now, maybe I drank to say. Yeah. Oh, Bapana, okay, can't answer me.
Because open
you
so Casse, open MP Penintia. Open you service for a year politicizing. What ye? But you see, me we know. I was to see the my way. Yeah. And this is 40 her. And people 40 her. So, this. But we are not working together. Well, one of them so young people. At the body and people of course. At the body, I mean, they perfect way. We are minister. We are minister. Yeah. Me, I believe, sir, we can be MPP, we can be NDC, we can be CPP, we can be whatever. But as Ghanaians, you know, we should be able to work together in the interest of Ghana. What does it? Now, I understand it. I'm partisan, you know.
And the honorable Samson him say you shouldn't be partisan on some of these things.
Oh, now
we say fight. Baby, I'm going to fire.
Why?
And omu bekasa. Now, when we nyama bi wo ho a eya onti ase na obeka eya.
That's what I hate in my life. Please.
Because
you can't answer what
see me can say
what obeka just so onti ase.
You na say documents na dey chair why dey move.
You don't answer now
from me friend say
you don't respect anyone. You talk anyhow. What is this?
To go one side the onion market.
What is this?
Dominance no. Now when trucks were coming to that place no. Sometimes you need to maybe say in the middle of the road. Traffic was so bad. Into what they decided to do, and it's on paper, it's on record. Say you were onion market can see our wholesalers. Into who go to a wholesaler. Now what the
principal American, what's the difference?
Say you were tomato marketer. Now you were big place for tomato. Now go to a war. Now they are bad retail market no. Now I beton. No money na government aye wo we. What's it? On say na ye tu omo wo ye fence. Baby no wo.
Average to say. Mo so no susu yim no. Office nka ye ma ye market na kese akese. Yes, ye tichechim. Ti bia be obenya tomatoes for our sakumo no. Obenya jene for our domina say. Obenya we wa. Se na be ye nyina akọ.
Na obia abamia ebo.
So man kasa abamia.
Okay, so we say abamia.
That's what they are doing. One no kwa timti no. Ya ka papa bra o say
money dia. Maja.
On kasa abamia bon.
Wa wani na wu.
Menye wu.
No ka make. Go to pon o pa the largest price away anyway.
And who be so
na.
Relax.
Politics are sharp. Ya ka some papa bra.
Yeah. Oh, can he be quiet, please? Discipline is up on the set.
What's the meaning?
Wo kasa no na me yedi.
So we are round than anybody else. We are chaotic person.
I can be very nasty than you. Since I'm here minister, so my choice of words is free. Now, yede onions for no koe no. Then you have smaller markets in every community ebeboa, so that transportation access near the ebe good. Secondly, when people have devoted their lives to do a certain job, na omo ya wo ba me be share omo hinka ho.
What the minister do? Tell me what he did.
You have voted a budget of 2.7 billion for Office of Government Business. The person who is going to fight a fire at the end of the month, Does he even take home about 3,000 Ghana cedis?
What do you do?
He doesn't even take home. We started with giving them equipment. Go and check the number of fires.
My sister Adom, I'm afraid Pierre no Casano. Was almost 511, 2011. Adom is done. And it's a problem.
Listen, when we came, fire service was below.
Was it the whole region of 34? I say. Can you please now go to 11 discipline? Are you disciplined yourself?
I'm disciplined.
You can't say
yeah, minister. No. Yeah, minister. Who kasaka say? Who bet that table? Said so that we can say we can kasafu. One day kasafu say more discipline. One day kasafu say more discipline. A whole day is over to and look at this.
Remember who can't throw. Remember who can't throw. Me a minister. Remember who can't throw.
Your last draw. Oh no. You should know how to talk. Some of us are I understand the predicaments of to the top. Yeah, yes, I understand why a person like you, your dad. Are you listening to me? No. Me sorry. Osmo Pacho. 80. You take your last draw. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One every day. 0549 790 --. 0549 790 --. 80 Pacho. Means when you 1,000 cities. When say when you 1,000 Ghana cedis, when you 1,000 Ghana cedis, it's just a from na you know Eddie and Komo. Oh, that pen for,
They should start behaving themselves. When you're in public office and you are using my taxpayers, my taxpayers, who died to why you're with taxpayer? Show me what business we are.
You don't know me. Go and find out.
I don't know you too. You don't know me. And you also don't know me.
What do you have? What do you have? Who are you? Who are they? What do you have? How many people do you have?
2.7 billion. 2.7 billion.
How many people do you employ in Ghana?
2.7 billion.
But our city, unfortunate, also, yeah, the money in Adom. One franchise, Aquacobanisa. Unfortunately, sir, for Maya and the program at this time. Many of the acquisitions, our channel by Asia, Elkumasi, and Doom Pizet. They have fabricated any cream in front of and from background.